before, when I was in Nepal, our Nepali weather forecast is not correct, was not correct on that time.
At that time, yeah.
Every day we used to listen in the radio, news and television, in the news forecast. It was today's raining, but nothing happened. Just only sunshine. I don't know in the current situation it is correct or not, but in before or just totally opposite.
No, we used to listen to the radio.
Oh, no.
Not in the radio. I know you say that in Nepali, but it doesn't work in English, does it?
Thank you.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about schools and education and stuff like that. So tell me, first of all, when did you start school? When was your first day at school?
I can remember the first day of the school. Just very little bit memory is on my mind of the first day school. It was when I was 6 years old, I think, and I went to school with my brother, elder brother, and my brother asked me to namaste to teacher.
Yeah.
For Nepali culture, to respect teachers as I said namaste sir. Then in the class, I didn't remember. Just at the beginning years, I remember there we didn't have to wear school uniform, and just we went to school every day with playing friends, and we're not forced to do homework also.
We were.
Normally, we didn't get any homework.
We weren't forced, and we didn't get homework. We're talking the past tense, remember?
Normally in the school, inside the classroom, and in our break time, we used to play more and more with each other, and we didn't have any school volleyball, football, or not. Just only ourselves we used to play.
Okay. Played together, yeah.
We used to play together.
What did you play?
Just mostly we used to play each other. One is police and theft. Police chasing the theft.
Chasing the thieves.
Try to catch more and more theft, and they try to hide themselves by the police.
Yeah.
And another one is hiding and catching. Only one people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to play hide and seek. Yeah.
Hide and seek.
Ganesh, that game where the police chase thieves, we call it cops and robbers. Can you see on the screen there? We used to play cops and
you have written here.
Yeah.
Cops and robbers. I didn't know the exact name of this.
Yeah.
We have them differently in Nepali.
Yeah.
Cops and robbers.
Cops and robbers is an English sort of colloquialism where, you know, some people are policemen and some people are thieves. So cops are police and robbers are obviously thieves. Yeah.
And another one, hide and seek, right?
Yeah, we used to play hide and seek. Or we used to play with each other. Yeah, we need that.
And another one is we used to also play football, but we used to make football ourselves, and we used to put stuff inside our socks.
Yeah.
And we used to play that on.
Play with. And did you play? You know the rubber bands. You have a special name for it.
Yes, the rubber band. Yeah, with legs, right? We used to play by legs.
Yeah.
With by legs. Yeah.
You used to kick it. Yeah.
But we were not allowed to play inside the school premises. I don't know what are the main reason. If our teacher found that draw balls,
Yeah.
and people, our school teacher used to catch the zone and throw away. I don't know how the main reason. Yeah.
Just in your villages. Ganesh, we were not allowed. Can you
We
see
were,
the text? I'm
sorry,
right.
sorry. We were not allowed.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to play in
We
the
were,
school grounds.
we were not. Sorry, we weren't. How
Yeah,
to pronounce
weren't,
exactly? We
weren't.
weren't.
Yeah,
Weren't. But difficult for
weren't,
me.
were.
Weren't. Weren't.
Weren't. Yeah,
Mm,
we weren't allowed. Not allowed it.
yeah.
Yeah. Every day, every day.
Same thing. Happening same thing.
We weren't allowed to play in the school grounds. Yeah.
School.
Just keep watching the chat because I'm constantly, putting sort of corrections down
Yeah.
there. So, was your school a long way from your home?
And then, primary school was very close. It didn't used to take long distance. Only, I think 10 or 15 minutes. It used to take only around 15 minutes. But normally we used to take more long, around half an hour. Along the way, we used to play each other. That's
Play
why we
with
used to
each other.
play with each other.
Yeah. Okay. So what did you do? Did you walk to school or how did you get to school?
Oh, there's no option. Only we have to go by. We had to go by walking.
Okay. Well, we had to go by foot, yeah, or
By foot.
we went on foot, yeah,
Mm,
or we walked.
we walk. We
We
walk.
went we went on foot or we walked. Yeah, not we walked by we went by walking, yeah. So
After primary school,
yeah,
when and the high school, there was a little bit far, and it used to take around 1 hour, and we have to walk a little bit mountain high, and in the morning it's very difficult. And we have to walk a little bit faster, and especially in the summer season, was very difficult.
why?
And in the as high school, we used to get more homework, and just before the SEE exam. Now it's known as the SE. Before
Yeah.
it was known as the SLC. Well, just before in the class 8, 9, and 10, we used to get more homework from the school and more books. We have to carry more books, so very difficult at the time. And no bosses. And the time also had to work every day.
Yeah. Well, what was your best memory of school?
Best memory. I want to share one thing before this. I miss best opportunity to speak. I didn't pay attention to improve my speaking, especially public speaking. Now I'm taking one course, online course. It's very free of cost. Persuasive writing and public speaking.
Okay.
Because of my, and yesterday class I told you what I want to do in the future. For this I must have public speaking also, or persuasive, or how can I convincing technique. So in the school time I never know the value of speaking. That's why I never attended any speaking contest. I miss that one now. I regret for this.
I never knew the value of speaking.
Yeah.
But what was your best memory of school? What made you the happiest at school?
Best memory of my school time. We used to play every day, especially in the primary school when we didn't get enough homework. We enjoyed more in the school.
Okay.
We used to enjoy more in the school. But after primary school, it was very difficult. Every day we had to do more and more homework.
Ah, here we go again. We used to enjoy our time. We need, do you remember?
Oh,
We
our
need
time.
an object.
Our time. It's our time.
Not, we can't say, Ganesh, we used to enjoy more in school. We have to have something that we enjoyed. Yeah. You remember we looked at that as well? Yeah, so just playing with your friends and having a great time. Was there anything you disliked whilst you were at school?
Of course, many more things. Um, at that time, when I remember now on my school time, there was many more problems. No qualified teacher, no enough materials, and teacher also just they used to come to school class and they didn't pay attention to teach fully in the classroom. And this is mostly teacher used to come in the classroom. Okay, open your book and read yourself. Uh, just they sit on the chair and or sometimes they call us all students, especially in the winter season, inside very cold, in the
Yeah.
classroom inside very cold. And they call all primary school in my time. There's to call all students in the ground, in the sunshine. Okay, you sit here together and just open your books and keep reading. Just keep reading. And all teachers gather and just they keep talking only. They keep on talking themselves, teaching
Yeah.
all teaching stuff. And we're advised to only, oh, yeah, you
Mm.
cannot do anything. Just keep reading. And we used to more afraid by our teachers at the time.
Yeah, we used to be afraid. We used to be afraid of our teachers.
Of our teacher.
Why? Teachers.
Teachers. And at the time, it was very common to use the stick to punish the student by the teacher. But now, in the government school, no any teacher can use the stick. Only, I think, in the private school only. But in my time, it was very common.
So teachers don't use a stick these days. Yeah.
In these days.
Sorry, these days. Yeah. Not know any teachers use a stick. Yeah. Just slow down because we're trying to improve here and you're just repeating the same mistakes, Ganesh. Yeah. So teachers don't use a stick these days. That's that present simple for habitual things. Yeah, you get up at, you brush your teeth. Teachers don't use a stick these days. Why do you think teachers hit their students when they were, in your past? Why did they use a stick?
Just one reason. Just our teachers on the time they wanted to student under control.
They wanted to control the students.
Yeah, under control. And another one, second reason is I think they were not qualified. They were not enough educated how to teach properly, and they didn't know that it is harmful to use the stick. Maybe they didn't know. That's why.
Yeah, they didn't know how to teach properly. Yeah.
Yeah, how to teach properly.
They didn't know how to discipline students. Yeah.
They didn't know how to control classroom.
Yeah, without force. Yeah. They didn't know how to discipline students without force. Do you think it
how to teach properly, how to discipline a student without force? Yes.
Yeah. Do you think it was effective to hit children?
Totally ineffective. Now in this time, we cannot imagine to use a stick, but I think it still existed in the private school. When I joined in the private school, every day, all teachers we used to use the private stick, especially rubber pipe. Maybe you understand how to say this one,
Yeah,
rubber
pipe. Yeah, I know.
pipe to supply the water.
Yeah, yeah. A rubber water pipe.
The rubber water pipe, which is this one.
Mm.
And now, especially small child, their skin is very soft.
Yeah,
I think they feel very painful.
yeah.
But
It is painful. Yeah, not
yeah,
small children, young children.
yeah, young children.
Yeah, young
Young
children,
children.
not small children. Again, I know you say that in Nepali, don't you? You you say small children, but in English we have another word. You know, we say young children. Their skin is soft, and it does hurt them. Yeah, it makes them
Mhm.
hurtful. So, do you think teachers are better these days than they used to be?
Definitely. Normally, not only in the case of Nepal, every developing nations, the government is investing huge amount of money in the education sector. So, and teachers are more qualified, more educated, and they are getting uh, training.
Yeah.
So now teaching strategy is changed now than the past.
Mm.
So I think students enjoy more these days than the past in the
Yeah.
school.
Yeah. The teaching strategy has changed.
Mhm,
Not it's changed. Yeah. The teaching
mhm,
strategy has changed. That's what we're using, that present perfect
mhm,
or
mhm.
up to now. Yeah, the teaching strategy has changed. What do you think are the qualities of a good teacher? What makes a good teacher
Mm,
for you?
the qualities of the teachers. I think few qualities must have every teachers. One is he or she must be educated at first or qualified at first. And another one, uh, they must know the teaching methods. And in a classroom, uh, many types of students they come to school from the different backgrounds.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to apply the different types of teaching to teach the same issue.
Yeah. Okay. They need to be adaptable. Yeah.
Yeah, adaptable. Yes.
So
Another
to
one,
adaptable to be able to teach different types of
okay.
students. Yeah.
Oh, methodology.
Yeah,
Methodology.
they must have qualifications and teaching
Teaching methodology.
methodology. Yeah?
Mhm.
They must be
Methodology.
adaptable.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah. What other things?
And another one is traditional teaching method is very boring, and generally student cannot enjoy inside the classroom. So we have to use new technologies and tools in
Okay.
which you can enjoy inside the school and classroom.
Okay. So teachers have to make the lessons interesting. Yeah.
Of course.
By using technology and new
Mhm.
methodology. But what sort of
New method.
what type of personal qualities do you think a teacher needs?
Number one is convincing power, convincing power, and speaking or
The
if I
ability
say
to come
communication,
or
ability to communicate. Mhm,
their student to their students.
mhm.
So teachers must have the ability to convince their students
Yes.
or to communicate with their
Mhm.
students. Yeah.
Yes. And another one is need to be polite.
Okay. Yeah.
He every time get angry with the because normally students do many more mistakes.
Yeah. Make mistakes.
They make mistake, and
Mistake. Yeah, to make a mistake, not to do a mistake. Yeah, so students make lots of mistakes, and so the
Lots
teacher,
of mistakes.
yeah.
And the teacher has to guide them properly.
Mm.
He or she cannot do so any anger, or he cannot how to
Do you
say
think the word is polite, or do you think there's another word that describes that quality of a teacher?
polite. I don't have another better word than the polite.
What about this one? Patient.
Patient. Of course.
Yeah,
Patient.
I think probably a teacher
Mhm.
needs to be
Perfect.
patient and polite,
Mhm.
because you know the opposite of polite isn't angry. Yeah, but the
Mhm.
opposite of patient might be angry. So
Mhm.
just need to be patient, yeah, with their
Patient.
students, you know. But
This pronunciation is patient.
patient,
Patient. Another one is patient, right?
same thing. Yeah, this is um, this is
Pronunciation is very similar.
it's the same. Yeah,
Same.
yeah. When you are a patient person,
Yeah. When I'm sick and go to hospital, it's called also patient.
hold on.
Mm.
When you are a patient person, yeah, that's an adjective, and
Exactly.
it
That's
means
me. Yes.
that you remain calm. Yeah,
Mhm.
you have lots of time to explain things and try to understand things. Yeah, the
Mhm.
noun you have
Another noun.
are
Yes.
patience.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the noun. All
Mhm.
right, but in hospital
Mhm.
there are a lot of patients. Same thing.
Patience. Pronunciation is same, right?
Yeah, the plural
Mm-hmm.
of patient
Mm-hmm.
is patients,
Mm-hmm.
which is exactly the same pronunciation as the
Mm-hmm.
noun.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah? When you go to hospital and
Mm-hmm.
you are sick, you
Mm-hmm.
are a patient.
Patient, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first one, patient, the
Mm-hmm.
adjective. The second
Yeah.
one,
It's
patient,
noun.
noun. The third
Mm-hmm.
one is plural, sick
Mm-hmm.
person.
Mm-hmm.
The third one is a singular sick person. You know?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'll test you on that tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
See if you remember that tomorrow, eh? Maybe not. So do you think who do you think is responsible when children are naughty in school? Who's responsible for the
First
behavior?
responsibility, in my personal view, first responsibility depends upon each or her parents,
Okay,
because parents are the first teacher of the every child.
yeah,
And second responsibility goes to the teacher or schools.
okay,
And therefore, if any child is naughty at first, either her parents need to do something to guide him or her proper way. And second way is sometimes, suppose in many more parents both are out of Nepal in the search of job, and only child is uh, and is their children is on the hostel, school hostel.
yeah, yeah.
Everything responsibility is goes to school. So in this case, particular case, school is mostly responsible.
So children have no higher authority when when their parents are out of the country. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they have nobody to look up to, yeah, or
Mm-hmm.
to guide them with their attitude. What kind of things do you think parents can do to ensure that their children have a good attitude?
Uh, It's
That's not a
also
question, huh?
complicated question because I'm also a father of a small child. That's why I'm thinking about his future. Uh, from the childhood, parents have to give good environment, have to create good environment inside the home at first.
What do you
If
mean, a good environment?
my, I mean is if parents both angry each other, they fight regularly, then how can I expect their child will be very calm or will not be angry in the small things?
Okay, so they have to create
Uh,
a calm environment. Do you remember we looked at that word, didn't we? Calm environment, yeah, where there's no fighting or no anger or loud voices. Yeah, what other things can parents do or teach their children to ensure that they have good behavior?
and interestingly, now every country, almost every country are under lockdown in this current time, right? And and I think many more schools are closed. Only few of them are running online classes. And in this time, and parents also, many more, millions of people are jobless, or they are also staying at home,
Yeah.
and family are staying at home. In this time, suppose this time, parents, if their parents are watching movie, they can watch together. Which movie should be uh,
Appropriate.
good for, appropriate for their child also. And one of my friends just last week, he posted one Facebook post. It says, before I used to watch many more movies, and but now I'm not alone at home. I'm with my child also of 7 years old. That's why I watch only normally mm, that only those movies which can be suitable for my child also.
Are suitable, yeah, or appropriate, yeah.
Yeah, and
I only watch
another.
movies that
Mhm,
are suitable
mhm,
or appropriate,
mhm.
appropriate for my children or my child, yeah. Suitable. Hold on, just got just spelt that wrong. Suitable. There you go.
I
Yeah, I
only
only
watch.
watch movies that are suitable or appropriate for my child or my children. Yeah. Well, they should be doing that anyway, I think, shouldn't they, parent?
Yeah. And another one I remember now, when I was a school student, our parents used to say, only read your books, only read your books, read books every time. We were very boring to read our course book, and we didn't have another option. We didn't have any reference book.
You didn't.
Then, yeah, we didn't have other book out of school course book. Then
Yeah.
we cannot enjoy on reading our course book every day. Definitely no one can. If parents give them other kind of reference book of interesting in which their children is interested, or movie, or maybe singing or dancing, they can create the environment, or they can teach them. Now we don't have to go any outside. Google does everything. We have many more opportunities, and we can hire the online teacher also. We have opportunity, we have option now.
Yeah. What do you think
So
parents should do if their children are naughty at school?
uh, it's very difficult. If that means teacher cannot control school, that means uh, that student is very naughty, is not cannot controlled by schools, right? So it's very difficult to handle this situation.
So what do you think
um,
parents should do? Should parents get involved, or should they say it's the teacher's responsibility?
I think in this case, parents can convince their children first, because uh, parents knows their children what he or she is interested in, which subject he is more interested, what he wants. So parents can convince their children.
Okay. Do you think that they should speak to the teacher, or do you think that it should be something that the teacher just deals with themselves, or the parents deal with themselves? Do you think they should have like a meeting together?
I think normally parents can handle this situation themselves, because parents know more than teacher about their child.
Okay.
So in my view, parents are most responsible and they can handle very easily themselves. It's not, I don't think it's a very big deal.
How old is your son?
This now about 1 year.
Oh,
Now
okay.
11.
11 months.
Yeah, 11 months.
Okay. He's not with you though.
Yeah, I'm looking only in the Facebook Messenger.
Oh, okay. How long were you in Nepal for the birth of your son?
Yeah, while he was born, I came in Nepal last year, 2019. On that time, I had come to your your institute.
Okay.
I visited on that time, but I didn't know how to ask, and just with the help of Google Map, I came in the door. Then there was a Nepali few staff, and they took. Because just before to fly, I had a few days in Kathmandu. I think 3 or 4 days only. At that time, before to go to Nepal, I had to ask about, do you offer online classes, and no. Then I came to, and just with the help of Google, I went there. Then someone took me test about my English. Then it says you are around intermediate level.
Yeah.
Then I asked, I have only 3 days. I want to take 1-on-1 class, and start from today, I said. And it was around 11 o'clock morning time, and but he confirmed I can take only a 3 p.m. class.
Yeah.
I took a very long time, and he brought me in the library. There were only few books I could enjoy reading alone for long hours.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I think so.
Oh. But things happen for a reason, Ganesh, and here we are now chatting with each other. Yeah. Just have a look.
I think if I had taken few days class 101 or something special class on that time, maybe I would do something after classes. I think maybe now I would be in another level now.
Well, not in 3 days.
I'm sure it was not enough for me, but
yeah,
I could get something.
Yeah.
With the help of that guidelines, I could be in another level.
Well, I don't think so. Ganesh, it takes 90 hours of face-to-face language learning with a teacher, with somebody who's going to correct
To level up.
Yeah, to go from one level to another. And that doesn't include things like practice, outside of the classroom, and homework, which you need to do to improve. It takes a long time.
This one my experience and share. When I was in the beginning level, when I started to improve my overall English seriously, I thought I did rapid progress at the beginning.
I made rapid progress.
Yeah, and I think when I was able to read something article, New York Times or something every day, then I was able to understand the news, all news. Then now I feel I'm stuck in some point.
Yeah, because the problem is it's a bit like building a house, Ganesh. You know, when you first of all dig the foundations for a house, and you know, you build the framework, and you put the walls on, and you know, the roof, it looks very, very quick. Yeah, there's lots and lots of progress. But then you have to start doing the little bits of the house. All right. So, you know, it takes much more time to put in the light switches and to put the windows in, and then to put the glass in the windows, and then, you know, to put the doors on the house and to screw
you
it.
Answer me. You answer me very symbolically. That's perfect.
Yeah? And can't see any progress with the house because it's just tiny little things. Yeah, but there is actual progress, and then one day the house is built and you can move in, you know. And that's how language is. When you don't know much language, just a little learning appears to be massive. Yeah, but then once you have a sort of foundation and a good grounding, there's just little things which make a difference. And this is an example here. Look at this. You know, look at the last, well, you see, I came to your institute. You said, I came in your institute. You know, and it's little things like that which make a difference to the accuracy of of your language and to your level. Of course, because they're so tiny, you yourself don't notice them, and you feel that you're not progressing, but you are. If you know, start from now on to say, I came to Pokhara, or I came to your institute, or I came to Macau, you know, rather than I came in your institute, or I came in Pokhara, like you do in Nepali, then you know you're going to improve. And the next one, again, you said in that time. Yeah, because that's at, you can see at. Can you see that?
At the time.
Yeah, not in that time.
I think we can use here on that time. I only had a few days in Kathmandu.
No, at that time, because we're referring to something. Yeah, at that time. Yeah, not on that time or in that time. Yeah. So just the little things. Yeah. Once we put those in, you know, see things like, you know, using the correct tense. You know all the tenses, but you're not always using them correctly. You know about the past simple tense, but many times today you used the present tense when you were talking about the past, you know, talking about past events. So you know, we need to move that present simple out and put the past simple in, and you know, you're just building your house, that's all. But you have to acknowledge, you have to, you know, take notice of your own improvement, and not get upset or disheartened by it, because you know, slowly bistari
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I see you tomorrow then. And I don't know what we're going to talk about. I'm going to plan what we're going to talk about tomorrow. But I see you tomorrow at 3. Okay?
Same time. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the call and have a nice day. Bye bye.
And
See you tomorrow.
yeah. Bye. Take care.
Bye.